Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Chair and members. I present to you AB 450, a narrow bill which seeks to address a growing problem affecting local government budgets and the taxpayer subsidies for California concealed weapon permit holders.
Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Craig DeLuz with the Firearms Policy Coalition. I find it somewhat ironic that we're here and we're talking about a bill that's supposed to address or help local governments deal with this ministerial duty, yet CSAC, the organization that represents counties, doesn't support this bill. League of Cities, I've seen no evidence that they support this bill. The police chiefs aren't here. The sheriffs are here, and they oppose the bill. The fact is one, this is a solution looking for a problem. I think the other issue, quite frankly, is that, the author says that this is simply to help them cover costs. Well, one easy way to do this would have simply been to increase the cap if the cap is not covering it. But to remove the cap altogether and then include language which speaks to enforcement, which nothing in this code speaks to enforcement. And quite frankly, our concern is that there will be things that will come forth, programs that will be instituted under the terms of enforcement, which will drastically increase the cost of a CCW such that only the politically well-connected and the wealthy will be able to exercise their constitutional right to bear arms legally. And in the state of California, the CCW process is the only way in which law-abiding citizens can exercise their constitutional right to bear arms. Now, I realize that the facts don't really mean that much. I realize that the Second Amendment doesn't really mean that much, that some people believe that it ought to be amended. So I recognize that this committee is going to do what it's going to do, but please understand that the Second Amendment exists to protect individuals, to allow them to be able to defend themselves from enemies, foreign and domestic, up to and including a tyrannical government. And the fact that we have a bill here where the body that's passing it has ignored its own rules is the very definition of a tyrannical government. So I realize the committee is going to do what it's going to do because that's what tyrannical governments do. But I want you to understand that we see this as much more than just a proposed fee hike. We oppose this measure. Thank you.
As you can see, they could care less about our constitutional rights. All they care about is disarming law-abiding citizens. And in this particular case, it's by pricing us out of our ability to exercise our right to bear arms. Folks, the fight is ongoing. It didn't end with gunpocalypse. It didn't end today, and it's not going to end next year. Every bad idea that failed this year will be reintroduced sometime in the near future. So we need you to stay a part of the fight. Go to firearmspolicy.org. That's firearmspolicy.org. There you'll have all the resources you need in order to be engaged in this fight for our civil rights. Folks, it is about civil rights. Use them or lose them.
If you like these updates, please share them with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel.